Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. Today's video is going to be what if Zumadoria was Earth Kingdom royalty. Okay, so I hope you guys actually looked at what I posted earlier today, which hinted to some of the things that will be detailed in this what if. So yeah, and if you were wondering how did the sky bison go extinct from the event that happened? Well, you see, from what my research, it seems that almost no animal can actually fly during an earthquake, and both land and the air were not safe. So yeah, just think of how much pain they're going to be in once they fall or hit or get crushed by rubble. So yeah, all of the Air Nation, Fire Nation, Water Tribes, they were all extinct. Well, except for the Fire Nation, as they lost their bending, but are able to but mingled with the Earth Nation during times when, well, they acted like cavemen. It was basically during basically all the tectonic plates just started colliding together and causing more pain. It was going faster than it would have. Moving at around, I'd say 500 miles per hour. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, basically moving at that speed, bumping into each other and all that. Metal bending was discovered during this time to protect them from lava that erupted from the ground. Okay. Now that I got that through, let's continue this on. So we start 300 and actually wait a minute, guys. So yeah, we start 433 years into the future. So yeah. And if you guys are wondering who was the last avatar that was around, it was Avatar Kiyoshi. So yeah. And the last words were to the Kiyoshi Warriors leader and the Dai Li leader. And that was a book that she had given them about Earth Air nomads. So they did what and all and any of the so they basically did what their master told them to. They trained to be nomads. But it was not really good. They were not really good at it, as the culture is different from theirs. And everyone had to go to hiding. There was almost no knowledge about the past world. There was no more nations besides the Earth Kingdom. The capital of the Fire Nation was destroyed as their volcano erupted. Okay, now I'm going to actually continue. Now I'll start with where the times of Ruby starts. So yeah, anyways, let's get into that. So yeah, we're actually going to start 3 days before Ruby. the first episode, Ruby. So yeah, Izuku, the crown prince of the Earth Kingdom, leader of the Metal Clans, was on a mission to stop a rebellion against the Earth Kingdom. The kingdom was split up into different parts of one nation, mainly to, well, make sure that there were no more rebellions. They could not, the main kingdom could not just, you know, control all the people at once. They had to serve and all that. So, after remaking the remnants of the world, they needed to do something about it. Okay. Continuing on. So yeah. Izuku is holding a metal ball that is made of some black metal. A Metal Clan guard asks Izuku about this. Izuku says it's actually made of thousands of meteorite ore. He condensed it into a tiny ball for convenience. Some of the Metal Clan just snicker as Izuku metal bends and shoots a giant spike towards them from the small little bowl that is in the size, that's the size of his hand, and it has not changed size. Izuku metal bends it back into ball, liquefying it. They're interested in this, as Izuku just says it's one of his special weapons. It would be special if he kept the recipe a secret, unless someone with the power of him, same power level as him, can do it. His guards understood. Wait a minute, guys. Izuku felt it was time as he had them open up the back entrance. As below, even though he could not see through the night, he can hear all the screaming, the suffering. He could hear it all. He heard what was happening. A war. Earth Kingdom soldiers and as well as Metal Clan guards were fighting against the rebellion to take over the Earth Kingdom. Izuku had them all jump down to help. He could see their shining armor within the night. He sent thousands of them here. Izuku. So yeah, if you guys are wondering something, Izuku took knowledge that only the Earth Kingdom family has. Well, something him himself found. A book from Avatar Kiyoshi. It had all the teachings of how to use earthbending like an avatar. How to use airbending like an avatar. Fire and all that. That's why Izuku made the metal ball. the metal was so pure. The metal is just so flexible. It can basically be used almost like fire, water, or air due to the nature of the meteorites used. Special meteorites. Izuku learned all that he could. Izuku knew that almost a lot of things could be done with this ability he found. Wait a minute, guys. A lot of the things could be done with the book he found. But he knew that also a lot of evil could come within the book. Izuku is not even an avatar. He cannot bend the elements like Avatar Kiyoshi. No, he cannot. Unlike anything before, Izuku can use avatar level bending on Earth and incorporates all the other elements into his metal bending by making the ore that a small ball that's flexible. Wait a minute, guys. As flexible as a liquid, but as hard as iron. Oh god. Okay, so this is gonna. Okay. Now we're talking about. Now we're just gonna go out. Now we're gonna start talking about his balls. If you guys are wondering, yes, he does have several of them. So yeah. Izuku jumps down as well. He uses the metal bending ore, one of his metal bending balls, to make armor of the same armor of the Metal Clan that his soldiers use. They may be called guards, but that's what they do. They guard the people. And when war comes, they will guard the city, the country. And also because Izuku did not have time to actually decide on the name and just came with Metal Clan guards. Izuku then using the remaining 5 to basically create metal shoes that you use to levitate off the ground. Using stone levitation, but on his feet. If you guys are wondering how is this incorporating anything else, you see, Izuku is incorporating some things from airbending, flight. Now, this is not an actual earthbending ability. He's just using what he can from what he can to aid him in his abilities. Izuku then combined the remaining 4 and just used them to strike down the airships. Izuku landed himself on one as he started to bend all the metal that was on them. Izuku made sure that he can get everything perfect. As he used the metal that was around the ships as they were falling and had them target the enemy. All the planes crashed and it was a ginormous explosion. Both sides were covered in dust for a day. Their bodies were aching. The pain. Izuku then woke up 2 days later as he felt around his body. Then several enemy soldiers came up and had crystals targeting Izuku. Izuku tapped his foot on the ground and instantly started using them as puppets. If you guys are wondering what Izuku's doing, he's doing a skill that he made himself. Puppetry. Izuku is using the iron inside the blood to basically use them as puppets. Blood bending. During this, Izuku was able to actually get control of their brain. And it was very painful for anyone to actually be controlled by Izuku. As Izuku needs to control all the iron in their blood. Izuku keeps on metal bending as he has them take out the last soldiers, and then takes all the metal out of their body, which the metal was actually in their brain. But if you guys wondering how this would work, Izuku has to see, as blood has to go to the brain. Izuku used the autonomy and made all the metal go to the brain. So since it was basically on every single part of the brain, he used them like, well, a nanobot virus. And controlled their every movement. After this, the battle was won. As Izuku fainted. Izuku woke up a day later as he was hurting. Izuku needed to go somewhere. Izuku left Zaofu on an airship, leaving a message that he's just going on an adventure for a few days. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.